Our stock of the hour now for this hour, well, it's Disney. The stock is trading just slightly higher. This after word that President John Skipper is resigning from ESPN, Disney's flagship network. Bloomberg's Abigail Doolittle joins us now with more.
Well, lots of news here for Disney this morning. And as you just mentioned, CEO John Skipper of ESPN this morning stepping down suddenly for substance abuse, saying that he's had an addiction problem for many years. While he's had a great career at Disney and is very grateful to the company, it's now time to leave. You know, I was chatting with Bloomberg intelligence analyst Paul Sweeney just moments ago, and he was saying that ESPN is much more than just the CEO. There's lots of people there. So while this is hugely high profile, it's not that big of a deal for the stock. And we see that for the stock, not really doing all that much on the day. However, ESPN itself, as you know, has had lots of problems. So relative to Disney, it's about 30% of their operating income. What's happening relative to ESPN? Cord cutting, investors, consumers going away from watching cable to go online. And so the question is, how do they fight that? They have two plans, and it's not just sports. It's also relative to Disney. But relative to ESPN, they're creating an app that will go onto people's phones so that they can basically watch sports all the time. That will happen in 2019. That will help really create that direct-to-consumer content. They're also doing the same thing for some of the Disney products, this film and TV as well. So they have a strong plan. So this is a big profile headline, but on the bottom line, it seems as though it's unlikely to hurt numbers all that much.
And of course, at the same time, the announcement went out that George Bodenheimer is going to take over as acting chairman for an interim period. So the company and that part of the company is in safe hands for now.
It would seem to be the case, and perhaps some might even ask whether or not this individual's addiction perhaps hurt ESPN. Probably not, but you could probably ask that question. And of course, the other big piece of news around Disney, the acquisition of some of those Fox assets last week, $52 billion. It's very clear that they're very aggressive. They're both on the offensive and the defensive against the likes of Alphabet, Apple, Netflix, and all these other companies to make sure that they get the job done at the end of the day to create that content direct to consumers. And right now, you'd have to say that they really have a pretty strong plan here.